For example, I try number 1, right? 22.2 plus 3.3, this one, right? So the next one to subtract, choose number 2.6.5, like this. And when I want to multiply, just the number 3, right, this one. So I want to division, I choose the number 4. For example, I choose 66.5 for 22, like this. So you build this. So after that, I want to exit the system. I choose the number 5. So now the program will ask me that, do you want to exit the system? For example, I just, so it will be back to this one, right? So I choose the number 5 again, and we ask yes or no. So I put yes. The first, we have to define the variable to use in the program for basic calculator. So in this session, I will write in the comment. So to comment in the C# we will use like this. And for the first thing, I will define. So you write the variable to use in the program of basic calculator. So in this, I will define. So for the basic calculator, we will have the adding, right, subtracting, and multiply and division, right? So we have 4 kind of calculation. So and every time we have 2 number, right? We have to do. So I will say the first value. So the first value, we use this. First value, and the next we will have the second value, right? Second value, second value, right? And so after that we have we will have the result of calculation, right? So in the case like this, I just write the result like this, and I will write result, and in this one result of calculation that is. And the next I will write the option. So in here we have to write this one, option. And because why we use the option, because when we have to choose, right, that we want adding or subtracting, that so we have to use the option. So in here we write option, and we write inside here we will write to choose kind of calculation. So here we write to choose kind of calculation. So such just adding, right, or and multiply and so on, like this. And for the next, when we want to exit the system, right, or when we want to close the program, we have to use another variable. So in this case, I will write we use exit system, exit system. Because I write exit system. So in here we will write if we use the while loop, we should to exit our while loop and stop the program. To exit while loop and stop the program. This means that when you want to close the system or you want to close the program, right? So we will use something like this. And now we have to declare our variable. So in here I will declare a double for the number, right? Double for the first number, first value, and second value, and result of calculation, like this. And next, for the option, I have to declare an integer. Option, like this. And for the exit the system, I also write in integer. I write exit system. So I declare with the initial value 0. So we put that for 0 when for stop line. So 1 for on, something like this. So now when we have the declare our variable, so the next we will use the while loop, right? While loop. So while loop. So in here we will use true for non-stop, and inside the while loop we use this. So in here I can write n while loop, like this. So inside while loop we have to write something, right, to explain our program. So use a console dot write this, and in here I will write basic calculator, like this, because this are basic calculator. So, and in the next I will write the message for the user to choose the kind of calculation. So I also use this one. Write this, and I will tell the user to choose. So please choose the following number. So please choose the following number, like this. And so I have to show the number, right? So in here I will write console to show the number here I will choose to write this one, and inside here I will write, for example, number 1, right? Just the number 1. The number when for calculate add, that is, and the similar I will write the second for subtract. So console dot write, and here inside will write number 2 subtract, and the number 3 here we will write number 3 will be multiply, and the last one will be division. Console and dot write, in here will be the number 4. The number 4 will be division, right? And so for the number 5 for EC the system, console number 5 for EC. EC here doesn't mean when we want to stop our program. So choose the number 5. So in here, after that I had to use the variable to receive the value, right? So in the cat I will choose the option, right? Use this one, option equal convert dot to in 32, and inside here I will write console dot read line, that is this function, this, and after that we have to use after we receive the value, so we have to compare the value, right? So in the next we will use the switch this one. So inside here I will write all option, this one, that is. So in here we will have to write the case for each one. So the first one we write for add, and we write a case like this. So write 1, this, and for so after we enter for the calculation, we have to tell the user, right, to put the number. So we have to show the message console dot write, and inside here we have to tell enter the first value, right? Enter the first value like this, and after that we have to receive, right? We have to receive the value. So the first value we use F, 1, that is like first value. This value we receive, so we write convert dot to double this, and inside we write console dot read write, right? Console dot read line like this. So that means we receive the first value to save in the memory of FV. So after that, we have to tell the user to input the second value, right? So we have to use console, this one again, and in here we will enter the second value. Enter the second value. So when we tell that, we have to use the variable second this one and equal convert to double and console dot read line is the same. So now we receive the second value to save in the memory of variable SV. So after that, we have to calculate. So for adding, we have to choose this one. Adding, we use the result, right? Result, this one should equal our first value, right, plus second value, like this way. So after that, we display. When here I want to enter, right, console dot right. I use this one, and after that I will show the result. So in here we use console dot write, this one, and inside here use plus and equal this one. That's why I choose 1 0, and this one 1 and 2 on. So the first value, right, then second value, then result, like this. So we show this one to the. So this will show. So after that, I want to insert the new line. So I can use console dot write, this one, insert the new line, and after that I want to write something, write console dot write like this, and inside here I will write something. For example, I put this one to be to make is beautiful, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, and I will use 1 2 3, and the next one I will copy these two to make is easier pass this. So now we have one. So the next review, just use the break, right? Break for this one. So now we have this one. So let's try to run. So for example, I want to run a Control F1 on the keyboard. Okay. Right. So you will see that this one like this. So it is not good, right? This one is not good. So I have to make another. So I have to make another. Maybe I have to change this one. Like this. This one. Like this. Right. So now let's run again. Go to F5. Can you see? Right. So now it's beautiful, right? So for example, that I want to add, right? I choose there number 1 like this and enter, right? So now the program tell me to put the first value. For example, I put 22 and 33 like this and enter, right? So you'll see that the result will be like this. The result will be like this. So this one is correct, but our program is not finished yet. So when I put the another number is if you not, so I have to close this one. So now this means that our program for the adding is complete. So I will use copy this one to do another because it's similar. So I will choose this one to do for the second. So in here I will add to be the second case is be subtract, right? So it should be subtract. So change the number to be number 2, and I tell them to do that. And here I just change this one to be minus. And now you have to change this one to be minus. Right. So the number 3 will be multiplied, right? So I just passed another one, this one to be the number 3. Number 3 is for multiply, right? So I change here to be multiply and change this number to be number 3. And I just change this one to be multiply, change this one to be multiply, that is. And now I still have the number 4, right? Number 4 for division. So I copy another to be here. This one I change this to be division like this, and change the number number to be number 4, right? Number 4. So for the division, I have to change this to be division, and this one should change this one too, right? So I have to case, and now for the number 5 for exceed the system, right? So I had to change this one. Number 5 for this one for exceed the system. The case will be number 5. And for the exceed, I just change the value. So to exceed the while loop, right? To exceed the while loop, I have to use the break. So we can use the break, and for example in here, I will choose this one to be, I use the whatever exceed, right? Exceed system, this one. So I change the value here to be 1, like this. Should be to be 1, but outside, right? So outside this one for and switch, right? This one for and switch. This one and switch. So outside the switch, I will change to be if this one exceed, if this one equal to 1, this means we will break. We use this break to exceed, right? Exceed the while loop and stop the program. This one we use to be like this. So okay, so I will use one, and for example that I want to use another, we had to use the default case. And why we use the default case? Because example that the user put the number, another number, for example 6, 7, right, 8, 19. In that one, you should tell the user to put only 1 to 5, right? So the case like this, if you use the default, and in this case we show the message to the user that the user should put the number only 1 to 5. So we use the console dot write this one, and in here we just please enter the number, please enter the number 1 to 5 only, 1 to 5 only. This. If user put 0 or another number that is not in between 1 to 5, so if the program will go to the default, right? So they can you tell the user like that. And in the case like this, I can use this one. I can copy this one can use this one to be under passing here, right, to be the same like this. So when this complete, so now we will try to run our program. So let's run again to F. So now we are running our program, but we have to wait because it takes a little bit the time to run the program. Okay, so now you see that our program is open. So to see more, I will put to be. For example, I want to add one, that is enter. So 2, 3, 5, right. So the next, I will go to number 2 for subtract. For example, 33, 22, like this, right. So now you see that this one is correct, right? This one is correct. So that means our calculation is correct. So the next we'll put number 3, right? For multiply this one, for example, 2 plus 33, that is. So this one also correct, right? This one. This means okay. So for the division, I will put the number 4 like this. And for example, 12, 3, this. So this one is also correct. Okay. So now I want to easy the system. I want to stop our program and put number 5 like this. So now we just press so now you see that is easy the system. So just enter like this. For example, that I want to ask the confirm, I can use in the this one. For example, that I want to use to confirm, so I have to write this one console to write this one, and inside here I will write do you want to exit the system? Do you want to exit the system? You ask the user like this, and after that you have to let him choose something, right? So you will write the next to be our console, right, like this, and in here you say yes or no like this, to let the user choose yes or no to input. So in here, for example, I just I don't want to in the new line use this one, yes or no, and then I do this one. And for then that you have to declare a variable to receive the value, right? So in this case, we use the character or string, so we have to use the string, right? So I will use that string yes or no like this, equal console dot read line like this one. So after that you have to use if statement to separate that if yes or no. So you use if this one, and you want to know the visitor. This one equal yes, this one. So when it equals yes, you use this one, and for another we don't care, so just choose this one to be like this. For another one, this means the value of the variable is system no need to change, right? So we just write this. So now let's run our program again. Control F1 on the keyboard. So now let's see what will happen when we run our program. So it takes a little bit time. Okay, so now our program will be like this. So now let's run our program. For example, I try number 1, right? 22.2 plus 3.3, this one, right? So the next one to subtract, choose number 2.6.5 like this. And when I want to multiply, just the number 3, right, this one. So I want to division, I choose the number 4. For example, I choose 66.5 for 22, like this. So you be like this. So after that, I want to exit the system. I choose the number 5. So now the program will ask me that, do you want to exit the system? For example, I just, so it will be back to this one, right? So I choose the number 5 again, and we ask yes or no. So I put yes. So program will end like this. If I want to calculate the area of triangle, I put number 1, and the program will say that enter the base of triangle, for example 3.3, and in the height of the triangle 22.2. So if you automatically calculate area of triangle, and the next is I want to create the height of triangle, put number 2, and it say in the base of triangle, for example in the area of triangle, for example 55.66. so it's the height of triangle. I want to exit, put number 5. So the program asked me that, do you want to exit the system? For example, I say no. So you come back here and enter 5. The program asked me again, do you want to exit the system? Yes. So the program is end. In this script, I will show you how to create the program for triangle calculation. So to do that, the first I will declare the variable to use in this program. So the first I will declare the variable in the comment first. So as you know, the triangle, we have the side of the triangle, right? So for example, I put A is the side of triangle, and then we have B is also the side, but I just, for example, I put here to be a base, right? Base of triangle, and C also be the side of triangle. And then we have the height, right? So I define the H is the height of triangle. And then we have the P is the perimeter, right? P is the perimeter of triangle. And then we have A is area, right? Area of triangle. And then we have the formula, right? The formula for area of triangle, we have the area is equal with the base, right? The base of triangle multiply the height, right? The height of triangle, and then divide by 2. This is about the area. And for the perimeter, we have that perimeter is equal for the both sides, right? So A plus B and plus C, like this. So in our program, we have to choose the kind of calculation, right? So the option we use OPT. This stands for option, and this option. And why we use this variable? This means that to choose kind of calculation, to choose kind of calculation. For example, such as area or side, and so on, this. And the next, when you want to close or exit the program, we use the variable exit system is from exit the system. Exit the system. This means that to stop the program, right? To stop the program. So this is about the variables that we will use in our program. So in here, after we declare in the comment, then we will declare to use in our program. So we will declare the type of data. We have the integer, right? Integer for option, and we will have the ESIS. ESIS this program or stop the program. This we have the initial value, for example 0, and then we have the data type will be double for the size and area, right? So we have A, B, C, because that are the size and height is the height, and we have P for the parameter, and the last one will be A for the area. Okay, so after that we will use the while loop for our program. So in here I will write the while loop. So in here we'll write this to be the true, and here we'll write in while loop. You comment on this, and inside the while loop we will use we will calculate, right? We calculate and show the message. So the first for example that we have to show that what is about this program, right? So first we use the console to write this to show the message. For example, we write triangle calculation. Triangle calculation. This is about our program. And after that, we want to show we let our user choose the number. So we will write our console write, and in here we'll write please enter the following number. Please enter the following number, like this. So after that we have to create the menu. After we have to create the menu, so in here we write console to write, and inside here we write something. For example, we have menu number 1 for area calculation, right? Area calculation. For example, if you want to calculate the area, you should choose the number 1, right? So the next console, and the number 2 you choose about the height. Height calculation. If you want to calculate the height of triangle, you have to choose the number 2 and console to write. And for the number 3, you calculate parameter calculation. And the number 4, for the number 4 we will calculate about the size, right? So your size calculation, and then we had to, after that we exit, right? So console write. In here, the number 5, when you want to exit, you put a number 5. So you got exit like this. So this is about the method that we want to show to the user who are using our program to know that what you have to do. So after they put the data to our program, so we had to declare the variable to receive the value. So we already have option, right? Option is the just kind of calculation. So we just write this variable. You just write this variable, and to get, we use the convert dot. The number is about the integer, right? We get a number for integer, not float or double. Console dot read line like this. So we get it. So after that, we have to separate calculation, right? So to separate the calculation, we use the switch statement. Switch. So inside we like our opt like this. This is about our variable, and we have like this. So in here we'll write n and switch, right? And switch. So after that, we use the case, right? Case number 1, right? And here we should write our break like this. And for this, we calculate for the number 1, we will calculate about the area, right? So we will show the message that area calculation. So console to write, and we like this area calculation to make the user know that what the program is doing. So to calculate the area object, you have to know the base and the height, right? So you have to ask the user to put the value of the base. So console, right, and in here, right, in the base of triangle, right, in the base of triangle. For example, that we don't want to go to the new line, I just only write this. So when they enter, you have to declare the variable to get the value. So for the base is b, right? B is about the base. So this one you go to for convert dot to double, and console dot read line. So we get the value. So after that we will ask again. For the height. So we just copy the first one. Just copy this one and paste here. So in here we will change here to be high, right? Enter height of triangle and change to be h, because height we use the h variable. And after that we will calculate. So when we calculate, we have to use the formula as the previous explanation. So in here A is the area, right? So area equal B, right, multiply h, then divided by 2, like this. So after complete the area calculation, we have to show to the user, because we use the console dot write, and here we say that area of triangle, right? Area of 3 triangle, and in here is 0, outside will be A, that is. And to make more understand, we will use command here. Your command here for calculate area, right? Calculate area of 3 angle. And to do that, for example, after that I want to go to a new line, right? So I can use console dot write this one. This one is just new line. It just depends to you. You can use or cannot. But when you want to create a beautiful or to easy to watch when it's displayed to the console, you just do the new line like this. So after that, for example, that I want to end by some mark, I can use in here for like this. You can put the mark like this. And was like this. And you can use this one, copy this one, and put in here, right? So we complete for about area calculation. So just try to run a program to see what will be the result. Control F5 on the keyboard. Okay, now is the result of our program running. So you see that if you have the like this, so the first is say triangle calculation. So say please enter the following number: 1 area calculation, 2 height calculation, 3 parameter calculation, and number 4 side calculation, and last one number 5 for easy. But for the number 2 to number 5 we haven't finished yet, so we just put for the number 1, right? So just put 1 and press enter. So when you enter, we say that area calculation, and the program say enter base of triangle. So for example, I have the base for 22.5 centimeter, and it's enter the height of triangle. So for example, I have about 11.3. So it showed that automatic, and area of triangle, so right, 127.125 square meter, something like this. And we will continue like this, right? So so the next we will create the program to calculate for the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So now we just close this one and continue for the number 2, right? So now we have this one, and to do that we just copy for the case number 1. Just copy this one, just copy the case number 1 and push here, paste it here, and we'll change this to be number 2, like this. And for the number 2, we see that what calculation, high calculation. So we just change this one, high calculation, and you can comment in here, right? You can comment in here to make other people to more easy understand. Can I high calculation, like this, and here you just write it to be area calculation, like this. So when the high calculation, you see that here calculation, for the high calculation you have to push the base, right? So the base into the base of triangle. This one we use only this one, and after that, to calculate the height, you have to change, you have to put the area, right? You have to know the area. So in here you have say the user to put area. So here enter area or triangle, and for the area it should be A, right? You use A, and this formula we have to change. You change this formula because the height is equal, and that is, you have 2 multiply A and divide by B. B is the base, right? B is the base of triangle. So we change, and we change this one, calculate height of triangle. So now we just change here height of triangle to be this, change this one to be H, like this. Okay, so we finished for high calculation. So the next we will see the number 3 for perimeter calculation, right? So we copy and paste next. This is the number 3. Number 3, change this to be number 3. Number 3 is about the perimeter, right? Perimeter calculation. So we change this one. You can comment here. Perimeter calculation, like this, and change to the perimeter calculation. For the perimeter calculation, you need to know all the side, right? So you just tell the user to put the value of base, right? And then will be the value of, you can change to be here to be for example, I changed this to be first side, right? In the first side of triangle. And for example, I changed this one to be A, like this. And the next I will I will tell the user to put for the second side. So enter second side of triangle. For the second, I change here to be B, like this. And for the third, I will copy this one, and paste here. So this I will change it to be C for the third, and I say enter third side of triangle. So after that, we have to change this formula because this is not the formula for perimeter. Perimeter is P, right? So P equal A plus B plus C, like this. And in here I change this to be calculate perimeter of triangle. So after that, I just change this one perimeter of triangle, and this one to be P, like this. And now we complete for the perimeter calculation. And let's see what is the number 4. Number 4 is about the side, right? Side of calculation. Side calculation. So we just copy this one. Just copy this one. Copy this one and paste the below. This one I changed to be number 4, and the number 4 we talk about side calculation, right? Side of triangle, so it's side calculation. And for the side calculation, you need to know the perimeter, right, and other side. So I will ask the user to put for the side. So in here we have to change this one to be side calculation. And to calculate the side, you need to know the perimeter and other two sides, right, to calculate one side. So for example, that you have to ask the user to put the first side in the first side of triangle A and in the second side of triangle B, but the third one should be the perimeter, right? So you ask that in the perimeter of triangle parameter of triangle, and this to be p like this. And now we have to change this formula. We have to change this formula. Side c equal p minus, and in here a plus b like this. That means you know two sides and the value of parameter. So in here we change this one, calculate side of triangle. So I change this to be side of triangle and change this one to be c like this. So now we complete for side calculation, and let's see what is the number 5. Number 5 is about EC the program, right? So in here you can do the next one, or you can say case this number 5, right? And you should break first this one. For the number 5, we know that about EC, right? About EC the program. So to do that, to EC the program, we know that we use the variable this one, right? EC this one. For example, that I change when the program is running, I use the number 1. I change to this number 1. But when the program stop, I change to be 0, right? So for example, that I could use the 0 for stop, right? For stop the program. And 1 for do calculation. Right. For example, so the first program will run, right? So we use 1, but after that we want to stop. We should change the value of this one to be 0. So in here we push for the case number 5, and in here we change this one, right? So we use EC this one to be 0, right? For stop. And this you can say that to EC the program like this. And to stop the program, we have to EC the while loop, right? So to EC the while loop, we should write outside here. We should write outside the switch. So in here we say that if EC this one equal 0, then break. The statement break is mean that to EC the while loop. So when we EC the while loop, that means we stop the program, right? So in here we can comment this EC the while loop, or you can say that stop the program, right? Stop the program. program. Okay, so now let's try. So now let's run our program to Control F5. So now our program result is in here. For example, that I want to calculate the height of triangle. I push the number 2, and we say that enter the base of triangle. So I put 2.5, 2.3, and 12.5. So this is about the height of triangle. And the next, I want to the number 3. Number 3 is about the perimeter. For the perimeter, it said that first side of the triangle, for example, 10.2, and second 22.6, and the third side, for example, 25.6, like this. So you just plus the 3 values together, like this. And the next, for example, I want to calculate the side. I have to put the number 4. The number 4 is say that first side 23.3, second side 12.6, and the perimeter of triangle, for example, 120.55, like this. So you see that the other side will be 74.65. So now I want to exit. I have to put number 5, like this. So you show that press any key to continue. So this means it exit the program or the program stop. But for example, before to exit the program, I need the program to ask the user that will I exit or not. I have to write in here, right? So in here I will write you have to change this one. This one you can use that console dot write in here. You can say that do you want to exit the system? Do you want to exit the system? You can ask like this. For example, I change this to be a big one. Exit the system, and after that you have to say that console dot write, like this. In here you write user to put yes or no, like this, and push this one, like this. So after that you have to put separate, right, yes or no. So in the case we use the string, say yes or no equal console. To receive, we use the console, right, dot read line, this one, and after we receive the value, we have to separate it by using if statement here. Yes or no equal yes, that is when it equal yes, that means we change the value of the variable easy system to be 0, but otherwise we don't change anything, so we just write it to be like this. But we have to change this one to be the same, and here we have to copy this one, right? To change this one, copy this one to make it have the same like this. Okay, now we use this one, and so we just comment in here this one is stand for yes or no, right? So now let's run our program. Now our program is running. Okay, so now we are, so now I will try the number 5 exceed, right? So now the program will ask me that, do you want to exceed the system? For example, I say no, so you continue like this. For example, I want to calculate 1 plus 1, right? 2.3, height is 10.22, area like this. And after that, I want to exceed, I put the number 5, and is, do you want to exceed the system, yes or no? This one is wrong, right? So we need to change. So I say yes, put yes. So after that, enter. So the program is stopped, so enter. This one we write wrong about this one, yes or no, like this. So let's run again. F5. Okay, so you see that I put the number 5. Do you want to exceed the system, yes or no? For example, no, that is. And I put the number 5 again. I say yes. So the program is stopped. When I want to calculate the area, I put the number 1. So the program will ask me to enter the big base. So for example, 33, and small base, for example, 22, and then the height is for example 10. So the area will be 275. And the next one example, I want to put number 2 to calculate the big base. The program asks me to enter the area. So for example, 312.22. Enter the small base 12. The height, for example, 10. So the big base of the trapezium will be 50.44. And then next, I want to calculate the small base. I put the number 3. Area, for example, 522. Enter the big base, for example, 33.3. Enter the height, for example, 22. So the small base of the trapezium will be 14.154, right? So the next, for example, I want to calculate the height of the trapezium. I put the number 4, and the program asks me to the area, for example, 622. The big base, for example, are 35. Small base, for example, 22. So the calculate of a height of the trapezium will be 21.82, that is. And for after the complete for the calculation, I want to exceed the system, I will put the number 5. So now the program will ask me that, do you want to exceed the system? For example, that I don't want, I say no, I put no. So the program will continue. But after that, I go to the number 5 again, and I put yes, the program will exceed. To create the program for trapezium calculation, the first we will declare the integer that we'll use in this program. So I will write the variable that we will use in this program first. So for the trapezium, we will have the big base, small base, height, and area of the trapezium. So the first we will write, for example, BB. BB is stand for big base of trapezium. This, and the next we have the small base. So SB stand for small base of trapezium. And the next we have H, which is stand for height of trapezium. And the last one is about the area. So we have A, right? A stand for area of trapezium. And in addition to that, we have another. For example, that if you have the option, right? So we use OPT. This means this stand for option. This means that we will do for to select the select the kind of calculation. For example, that when you are being the user, you have to choose to calculate. For example, you want to calculate area, or you want to calculate the height, or you want to calculate the small base. So we use this parameter to be in that. And after complete the calculation, so you have to, the user might want to exceed, so we use another. For example, I choose exceed system. That is this one stand for exceed system. That is so this means to exceed the system, right? So this means that when you end the calculation, so you want to exceed, so you will use this one to stop the loop, right? So this means that I will write to stop the while loop. For example, in this we use the while loop. So for the variable, we will have about this. So the next is the rule that we have to do. So in here, the first I will use the while loop. So we use while loop like this, and in this we write true this, and in here we write a comment for n while loop like this. So inside the while loop we will write the detail. So the first we will explain that to the user that what is about this program. So I will write a console right, and in this one we will show the user right. So we say welcome to the Trapezium calculation, or we just write Trapezium calculation like this, to show to the user that what is this about, what is this program. And after that we will ask the user to choose. So in here we'll write please choose the following number. Please choose the following number. And so we have to show the number, right? So console right. So we say that the first number, for example, the first number, this one is mean calculate area. Calculate area, for example, like this. And for the number 2, we will talk about calculate big base. Calculate big base. And the number 3, we will calculate about small base. Calculate small base. And the number 4, we will calculate about the height. Calculate height of the triangle of the trapezium. And the next, the number 5, we will calculate about, not calculate, but we will exceed, right? For example, after you complete the calculation, you want to exceed the program, so you will choose the number 5. So this is about the menu that we show to the user and the user will choose the number 1 until number 5, one of them. So when the user put the data, which is the integer, so we will declare the integer. But for example, first I will declare in here. So input that we declare in, and I choose O PT, this one, and just like this. And after that, we will also declare this variable EC system, this one. So this one I declare to be 1, right? And after that we will declare some double about BB, right? BB is for the big base, and SB for the small base, and H for the high, and A is for the area. So we have about this. So why we choose EC system, right? So when the program run, we will stop, right? So we choose this one for we choose here is mean that 0 is mean that EC the program, but 1 is mean that do calculation like this. So the first we do calculations, we choose 1, but when you want to EC, you have to change this variable to be 0. And for the detail, I will explain later. But at first, we declare the variable like this. So we know that this one, OPT, is mean option. So now we already know, so we choose OPT, this one. So equal or convert to in 32, and this one console dot read line, and choose this one like this. So it means that when the user put the number, and we will choose the variable option or OPT to get the value. So after that we will separate the calculation. So I will use the switch like this one, and in here we will write the parameter option, and after that this one I like n switch like this, and in here I just comment this get value from the user like this. Okay, so after that in here we will separate by case, right? So case like this, so case number 1, case number. In here we have and by break like this. So for the case 1, we will in here you can comment in here for what, right? For example, for case 1 I got curate about area, so we'll choose curate area of trapezium like this. So inside in here we will write the detail, right? So for the detail we will write we ask the user to put the data, right? So I will write a console, right, and this one, and in here we will write the area, calculate area, or just like area, for some area calculation. Let this, and we have to enter the new line, right? So after that we will ask the user to input, so right this one. So we say enter the base, enter the base, we have the big base like this, and then ask the user to enter the small bit, right? The small base, and then enter the height. The height of the trapezium. But when the user enter, you have to use the variable to get the value to do calculation. So in here we will for the big base, for the big base we will use BB, right? BB convert to double this, and console dot read line, use this one. So when the user enter the value of the b base of the trapezium, we use the variable bb to get the value, and after that we also do the same to a small base is b, right? So sb equal convert to double, and here console dot read line, and the next about the height. So in here we have height is mean h, right? So convert to double console dot read line this. After we get the value for big base, small base, and high, then we can do calculation, right? So in this case, we will do the calculation, and we know that the calculation about area is mean A, right? A equal big base plus small base, and then multiply H is mean, and then multiply, or we just select to like this. And this is about our formula for calculate the area of trapezium. So after that, we will enter to the new line. This means new line, just new line. So to do, when you look at the line result to be made easily to watch, we use some space or some new line to do this. And after that, we will show that what is the area. So we use console dot write in here, and inside here we can write our area of trapezium. Area of trapezium, like this, 0, and then A, like this. And after that, we also enter a new line. New line, like this. And we also do something. Console for example, that I do this. And so you do this that to make more easy to look for the line result. So now we finish for the area calculation. So let's try to run our program. So let's see what will happen. So just run Control F5 on the keyboard. So now our running result will be like this. So let's see what is the result. So you see that first we say a trapezium calculation, okay, and then the second line is there. Please choose the following number. Number 1, calculate area. Number 2, calculate big base. Number 3, calculate small base. Number 4, calculate high. And the last one, number 5, is the program. So we just finished for the number 1, right? For area calculation. So in here I choose number 1 and enter. So now the program will ask me that area calculation and then enter big base. For example, the big base is 44 centimeter, and then enter the small base for and 23 point 5 like this. And then the height of the trapezium, for example, I choose 12.3 like this. So it shows that area of trapezium 415.125, right? And this is about the calculation. So it will enter to the next calculation, but in here for the number 2 till number 5 we are not finished yet, so we are going to create the next calculation. So we have to close this one first. So after that, so to continue, the number 2 calculate big base. So we will do for the next case 2, and for the case 2 we just use similar to the case 1, but we just change some explanation. So that we just copy this one, copy the case 1 and copy the case 1 here and change some. So we crease here and pass, and we change this to be case 2, number 2, and we change the calculate. For the number 2 we calculate about the big base, so we change here to be big base of trapezium, and we like this, change this one to be big base calculation. So for the big base calculation, we have to ask the user to enter the area, right? So the first we enter area, and for the area we choose A, right? Change this one to be A because we use A for area. And the next, the user had to enter the small base, so this one no change. And the next, the user have to enter for the height, this no change. But the formula, this formula calculation, we have to change this one. Big base equal we have about 2 multiply A, this one, and then divide by H, and then minus SB small base like this. So this formula is calculate about the big base. So after the calculation, we will show. So this one we will choose this to be our big base. Check this one, big base of trapezium, and change this parameter to be BB like this. So now we complete for the big base calculation of the trapezium. So the next we will calculate about the number 2 calculate about small base, right? So we do the same. You copy the case number 2 because it's similar. So we copy the case number 2. Case number 2. So now we change this one to be number 3, and we choose this one small base of trapezium. So we also change this one small base calculation. So you also have to enter the value of area. So this one okay. So the next, enter the big base. This one change to be big base. And for big base, this should be BB, right? Big base, BB. And then enter the height. So this is no change. So in here we change this one to be SB small base, and this one to be big base. That is, this formula is about small base calculation. So after that, we change the next line for showing that for the small base of the trapezium, and change the parameter in here to be SB for small base calculation. So this finish for the small base calculation. And the next we talk about the number 4 for the height, right? So for the height is similar, so we just copy the case number 3. Just copy the case number 3. Case number 3. So in here we change to be number 4, and change here to be calculate height of the trapezium. Height of the trapezium. So to calculate the height of the trapezium, first we have to enter the area. So this one no change, and after that we have enter the big base, and then enter the small base, right? So here we say enter small base. For small base, we change this parameter to be small base SB, like this. So we have to change the formula calculation here. It's to be H, right? H equal and 2 multiply A then divide by big base multiply small base. H equal to multiply A, then divide by small base plus big base. This is about the formula for height calculation. So the next what we have to change is about the explanation in here. Change here height of trapezium. Just change the parameter to be h, this one. So this complete for high calculation of the trapezium. So the next is about the number 5, right? So for the number 5, we exceed the system. So to exceed the system, we have to use the case number 5. So here, for example, I turn case just number 5, and my break this one, and I comment in here for exceed the system, right? Exceed the system, like this. But to exceed the system, it means that we have to stop the while loop, right? It means to stop the while loop. So to start the while loop, we just use the break command. The break command. So we check that we change this one easy. We use this one. For stop, we use this one to be 0. That is for stop. But to stop the here we have to use outside the switch. We have to use the if statement to check that this parameter, this variable are 0 or 1. If the variable EC system is 0, this means that we use the break. So in here I will write the command EC the system. So here you if EC this one equal 0. If this one equals 0, it means break. We use break. When we choose the break, it means that the program will stop or will exceed the while loop. So we use this statement. If there are this value, the first we declare that this parameter, right? This parameter exceed this parameter is 1, right? Is 1 is mean that it's the calculation. But when we change this value to be 0, it means that the program will exceed. So the exceed, we use the break statement in here. So every time the loop moving, it will check for the value of exceed. So we change to be here. So after that we will use the default. The last one, we use the default this one. And for the default, it means that when the user put the data is not in the length as 1 to 5, but for example 6, 9, 10 or 0, in that case you have to advise to the user that is not correct number and put only the number from 1 to 5 only. So in this case we will use this break to this one. View show command, so console dot write in here. So in here I will write please enter the number Please enter the number 1 to 5 only, like this. And after that, we will use this one, we copy this one to be the same. Put in here. So now this one we use for when user enter or put the number that is not 1 to 5, then the program will show the advice message as the following, like this. So now let's run our program. Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. Okay, so our program is like this. So now we put the number 1 for area calculation, big base 22, small base 12, high 10. So area is like this. So the next, for example, I want to calculate the big base, that number 2. Area, for example, of 512. Small base, for example, 20. High 12. Like this. So the next, I want to calculate the number 3 about small base. Area, for example, 425, and big base, for example, 33.3, and the high, for example, 22. So the small base will be like this one, right? This one. And the next, I put a number 4 to calculate the high, so I put 4. That is area, for example, 422.33, and big base, for example, 33, small base 22.2. So the height of the trapezium will be this one. So after that, I want to exit the system. I put the number 5 like this. So when we exit, we just put the number 5. But when I want to make the program that to ask the user that the user want to exit the program or to stop the program or not, we will write something to the program. So in here I will write this one. I will write to here. Console. Right. And we ask the user, do you want to exit the system like this? And then I will ask the user to put console.write, right? Just use this one. Yes or no, like this, to ask the user. So after that, I have to declare the variable to get the value. So this value is about the string, because the user will put yes or no, so we say string. So yes or no, like this, for example. And for this one, we will use we have to use the string, so we just read write, right? So console dot read line. The string is not a number, so we don't need to change that. So we don't use the convert, so we just use the console.read only. So after we get the value, we have to separate that yes or no. So to separate that, we use if statement. If the variable yes or no equal, the first is yes, right? Even yes, this number, this statement should be 0, right? And if for else, it will show nothing. So the program will continue only. So we just use this one. So now let's try again. Sorry, for Control F5 on the keyboard. So now our program is running like this. So we just try the number 5. I put number 5. So now the program will show that do you want to exit the system, right? So for example, I put no. So the program will continue to calculate. But if I put number 5 and I put a yes, like this, so the program will stop.